Hello and welcome to Meadow Bakery. In this video, I'm going to show you how to decorate this red velvet bento cake. Before we get started, head over to my website, meadowbakery.com. Sign up if you haven't already done so, and then close the page. Go to the courses website where you'll find a list of courses available to buy on my website. When you find the one that you like, you just click on it and you'll be taken to a sales page where there'll be a video telling you more about the course, and there'll be a bit more information down the page about what's involved in the course, and then you click buy and follow the buying process. I have the butter and the sugar in the bowl. You see the butter is nice and soft, which is easy to mix. Okay, so I'm going to mix this together. And mix. I'm going to add in the flour and cocoa powder. And then I also use some red food coloring gel. And I'm going to just use the back of you can use the back of a spoon or a fork to get some of this gel out. Okay. And I've got some Christmas red that I'm going to use. That's from Sugarflair. I'm also going to get a little bit out. You need quite a lot of red, but not too much, because it's a bit of chocolate cake. And nowadays I notice the colors are not as strong. So a long time ago I used to use quite a bit of red food coloring, but now I need to use a lot more than I used to before. And sometimes it still doesn't go as red as it used to be. Okay, so I'm going to fold this in. When I'm making red velvet cakes, I then sometimes use the whisk. I usually fold in my ingredients, but with this I might use the whisk so that the red color is mixed in properly. Mixed in. I don't need the hand whisk because my gel is still quite new. Sometimes when it's getting old or best before date, it gets too thick, so you may need to use a whisk. Okay, so I'm going to put this in my prepared baking tray. Now I'm going to label it with a knife and bake it. It's now going in the oven until it's ready. Okay, the red velvet cake is ready. I'm going to now get it out of the tin. Okay. Oh, that came out so easily. I'm going to peel off the paper. Just turn it around and leave to cool completely before I decorate it. I'm going to cut it halfway. So I use a serrated knife. You can use a ruler to measure if you want exact center or estimate. And then you decorate using a sewing motion right in the center. Turn your cake as you do this and go as much to the center as you can. Okay, wow, look at that. It's nice and baked through. I've already made some cream cheese frosting, which I'm using for this cake. So I'm not sewing off the top. I'm not going to do that. I'll cover it with some buttercream. But if you want a perfectly flat top, you can at this point cut it off. Actually, I'll cut it off just to show you. So you just use the sewing motion there. Okay. And cut it off. You can actually use some of this cake to decorate this cake, and I'll show you how. So I'm just going to put this to the side for now. Okay, so I've got my cream cheese frosting, and I'm going to pipe it all the way around, and then this way. Okay, now I'll put this cake on top. Look at that beautiful contrast between the white and the red. Now just brush off any crumbs. I'm going to pipe the rest of my buttercream. If you want, you can do some designs on top, like what I did in the center. Just do that and pipe all the way around. Okay, and then I've got some buttercream which I'll put in the middle, and I'll show you what I'll do with that one. Get a knife or a spatula and then just spread it. This is where your cake crumbs will sit. Remember the top that we chopped off? You can use that. If your cake is not domed, you can always leave it like this, or you can add some sprinkles, and that's also okay. Okay, so I am going to break off some of this cake. Okay, and I'll show you. I'm going to use it to decorate the edges. I was going to put it in the center, but I think the edges would look better. You can always change your design while you're decorating if you really don't have anything set in your mind when you get started. Okay, then you clean off your plate. If you're transporting this cake, what you can do is you buy cake boards. I've got this size cake board, which is a 4-inch round cake board. You put a bit of your icing that you used. If you've got buttercream which is firmer, you can add buttercream on there. This stops your cake from moving around. So just put some right in the middle of the cake, of the board. Get your cake board, put your cake on it. Can you see? It's the exact same size as the cake. But if you want to decorate around the edges of the cake, you can buy bigger boards. This is a 4-inch round. You can buy maybe 5-inch or 6-inch, depending how elaborate you want to make your designs. But I find this 4-inch one is perfect for these cakes that don't have icing or decorating on the side. Then you can buy boxes that you can transport your cakes in, especially if you're selling. You can buy 4-inch round boxes if you're using the size, because they'll fit exactly this board. And you can also, sometimes some shops sell them together with the boxes, so you can buy that. Or if you use a 5-inch board, you also buy a 5-inch round cake plate. That's it. Okay, I'm going to cut it and show you what it looks like inside. Look at that. It tastes amazing too. I know that because I've baked these cakes a few times. Thanks for watching, and see you again soon. For more videos like this, visit my website www.meadowbakery.com. Please like and subscribe to my channel.